you might recognize. I don't know, he looks familiar, looks like somebody we might know. Ndaba Mandela, grandson of Nelson Mandela. To both of you, a very good morning. Welcome to the program.
Good morning. Thank you.
Okay, all right. So I'm going to start with the ladies first. Mansi, it's an interesting way to honor Nelson Mandela. Tell us about this lecture and why.
Essentially, entrepreneurship is one of the forms and channels towards liberation. Today is a very significant day. We're celebrating and acknowledging one of the greatest liberators of our time. So we felt that to add a twist to what we're trying to achieve today, which is to honor our Nelson Mandela, we will definitely have an entrepreneurship lecture in honor of him, and we're going to be in partnership with Africa Rising, which is a foundation that Ndaba Mandela will tell you more about. But we just felt that entrepreneurship is a conduit to liberation, so we have to honor this day and honor the man.
All right, well, tell us about that foundation then, Ndaba.
Well, we started the foundation in 2009, and one of the main reasons we set it up was because we're tired of the slanted perspective of Africa that is constantly shown in the media. And we wanted to portray a much more balanced view of Africa, a much more positive view on Africa. And we felt the best way to do that would really to build it from within by empowering the youth, particularly in education and entrepreneurship development and celebrating African culture. So, for us to partner with SABAF is really something it's like breathing, really, to really try to empower the youth and really allow them to know the importance of really becoming successful and setting up businesses as a way to liberate ourselves.
All right, so today's granddad's birthday. Did he ever talk about, through his life, about entrepreneurship? Is this something that's important to him?
Not really. I mean, we must also understand that entrepreneurship is relatively a new term, which didn't really exist during those days, because you had to be free in order to set up a business.
Sure.
And obviously people were very much restricted in those days, not even being able to choose the job that you wanted to do.
Yeah, I suppose his job was to create the environment for you guys to do what you do.
Exactly.
All right, so this lecture's happening, and you've got a special guest coming to do the lecture. Who is it, and why did you pick him?
Well, Les Brown is a well-renowned global motivational speaker.
Yeah.
He's actually here for the National Achievers Congress happening this weekend, but he was humble and kind enough to say that, you know what, I have to go to Soweto, which is where we're going to be this evening. We're going to be having the Nelson Mandela Day Entrepreneurship Lecture at the University of Johannesburg. So he felt that he wanted to come and motivate people. How do you liberate yourself? Are you liberated? Those are some of the things that he's going to be speaking about. So we are very, very honored to be having Les Brown, and various other speakers are going to be around the country, but he was humble enough to say, I want to empower people. I want to show them how to liberate themselves, psychologically.
All right, so where do people go to see this lecture and experience it?
Well, it's going to be in Soweto at the University of Johannesburg, Soweto campus, and it starts at 6 o'clock, and Les Brown is going to be there. He's going to be motivating. It's going to be a lot of entrepreneurship inspired speech. Timothy Maurice Webster is going to be the program director. So there's a lot of activity. People are quite encouraged, and we're just saying that entrepreneurship is a way. For the next 100 years, let us look at the movement of liberation. How do you liberate ourselves? By starting our own businesses. Right. So that is the theme of today.
Okay, we're going to have to leave it there, unfortunately. Mansi Mudise, Ndaba Mandela, both of you, thank you for coming through. And enjoy the day, and happy birthday to Tata Madiba. Enjoy the day. Thanks so much for coming through. All right, okay, that's where we're going to leave it for the time being.